Good morning, it is Jane with Scraptastic Yarns, and I have a few things to show you. Nothing finished. It's Tuesday, it's a normal day for the podcast. My hair's all, what can you say? I had started working on the everyday cardigan when I was watching my movie, and I had gotten the back done. Now, so far, I've gotten one of the front panels done, and I'm starting on the second front panel, and that's kind of where I left it. I didn't work on it at all. Yesterday was one of those days. It was just, I'm going to veg out, and that's exactly what I did. I just kind of vegged out. So, that's that. Alright, we have the luck of the draw, and as you know, number 2 was chosen. Number 2 color for this one is the blue. Now, I did have someone also ask about the color coding for this. For the luck of the draw, you choose a main color, which is my main color here. And then you chose 8 other colors to be added. And you just listed them however you wanted to list them. And with the number 1 by the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That kind of thing. And you can have slots for extra colors. You know, if you run out of any of these colors while you're doing it. And the whole idea is when Nan of Nan's Next Knots draws the next number, then you'll take from your color key and pick up that skein and add to your blanket. So this is this colorway. And of course my color was royal blue. So there is the royal blue added in. And so far we have this. And I'm really liking it. I don't think that I'll be able to go the full 20 weeks. Because these are lap gans. But you never know. Right? Of course, I was doing a second one because, you know, why not? And my number 2 color here is Garnet. This is Basics, Premier Basics yarn. So here is that blanket. Lapgan. Like I said, it is a lapgan. Whoops. And there we have those colors there. When I make a lot of scrap gans, I use black and off-white or white quite often. So, you know, always have black or white, and it's not really off-white, it's soft white, or like when Stitch Studio, those yarns were available through AC Moore. I used the antique white, I think, or gentle white is what it was called. So, you know, you have a ways to go there. And then Nana, a.k.a. Nana Crochets, a.k.a. Michelle. They did name the crochet along Olivia's Choice Crochet Along. I believe that's what the hashtag is. And so, of course, this color is one of the Crafter Smarts that you get at Michael's. And you know, I can't even remember the name. I don't have it up here with me, so I can't tell you the name. But it's got the real pretty purples, lavenders, and the greens, and then off-white. And then, of course, I did 2 half double crochets, rows in between. And I'm Loving this one because there are different stitches. And yes, I chose this stitch, which is basically just a 2 double crochet front post, 2 double crochet back post for 4 rows. And I started each row with a double crochet and ended with a simple double crochet. So, you know, there's lots of ways that you can do that depending on how many change you made in your initial blanket. So, you know, you have that there. Now, for the giveaway, Michelle Mann actually won that giveaway, and I haven't received an email from her yet. So, Michelle, if you see this, send me an email at ScrapTasticyarns@gmail.com so that I can get your prize out to you. And the prize of that was 2 skinny cakes, Karen skinny cakes in the colorway Sugar Oob. So, come on, Michelle. Send me that email. I'm anxious to get it mailed out. Now, a lot of you had asked how my mother-in-law was doing. My mother-in-law is in a nursing home now in Hillsboro, North Carolina. She does enjoy it. One of her closest friends is also there. And both these ladies, unfortunately, have what looks like Alzheimer's. And her friend is always getting her into trouble, or, you know, they lead each other. But they've been lifelong friends, so what are you going to do? You just love them through it. She has good days, bad days. There are good days where she remembers what's going on. Bad days, she has no clue, and she's just worried about getting her lunch. My husband does not call her every day anymore like he used to. He generally calls her if he's awake around noontime. He will call her and talk to her. She thinks that he's talking to her every day, so that kind of tells you where her mental faculties are. Thomas is doing well. Of course, you know, when he started the chemo, his tumor markers were 3561. This past Tuesday, when we went for his chemo, they were down to 330. So those of you that know about tumor markers, the chemo is working. We're very glad those numbers are that low. The doctor is real surprised. He didn't expect them to go that low that quickly, but he's thrilled. So that's kind of where we're at. Thomas's biggest thing is right now, you know, he went through this phase where all he wanted was chicken to eat. Now, chicken repulses him. Of course, this is after I bought all that chicken in the freezer. So we're looking for foods that he likes eating. He is doing the Ensure shakes. He likes those in that French vanilla or vanilla flavor. I have gotten him some Carnation Instant Breakfast in French vanilla and vanilla, and he likes both of those. He does yogurts. He can tolerate yogurts. And I also do a lot of shakes, protein shakes. They're just, you know, heavy-duty milk. They call it fortified milk in the cancer community, and basically it's just taking and adding some dry milk to your regular milk, you know, to make it extra protein-filled, those kind of things. And then he also has a protein powder that I add to those shakes, and he enjoys that. Every once in a while, we'll add blueberries or strawberries or both. He enjoys that, so that's kind of where we're at right now, with the exception of Sunday. I went on a bus trip to a casino, which was very much needed. Had a great time, enjoyed a lot of friends that I haven't seen in a year and a half. So, I had a great time with those people, enjoyed their company, but while I was there, Thomas, for the past week, has been harping about wanting sweet tart jelly beans. And we could not get them in our town. So he's telling me this, you know, he's really craving them. So I said, okay, let me see what I can do. And of course, when I went online to our Walmart, they supposedly had one bag. So I ordered that one bag in our local Walmart. And I get a notice about 10 minutes later that that order had been canceled. So then I switched my store to State College, where I ordered 4 bags, because that's all they said they had was 4 bags of it. And of course, that went through, so I picked those up on Monday. And then when I went into the store, they just opened a big old box of them, and I thought about getting more of them, but I decided not to, because Sunday I also went to Amazon and ordered, it's either 2 packs or 3, or 2 packs and 2 packs of the bags. So I ordered that from Amazon. They should be here Thursday. So he's going to be well stocked for now with these sweet tart jelly beans. His biggest thing right now is taste buds are kind of fried from the chemo. And that's normal. You know, it happens. So he's wanting things he can taste, and he can taste those right now, and the vanilla shakes. So that's what we're working with. He does eat sometimes he'll eat, like last night I made some rice with diced fire roasted tomatoes and a little bit of soy sauce and some garlic. He enjoyed that. And then I also made I had some ground sirloin, so I just made some patties and cooked that up with a little bit of onion in it, and he enjoyed about half of it. So, you know, it is what it is, and you just kind of have to not focus on it, you know, even though he's lost weight. I think he's lost probably about 12 pounds by now. 9 pounds when we saw the doctor on Tuesday. But when you're not eating, it's to be expected. So those are the updates on those two. I think I'm handling things okay. You know, so far every once in a while I get a little frustrated, but you know, sometimes you just have to go brush it off. And that's what I do. All right. You ready for a little water tarnation? Yeah, we got a little bit here. So, and this one, I absolutely loved it because of the video with the police officers. It's really adorable. Coyote cornered in South Carolina kitchen won't budge until cops deploy dog toys. 2 Spartanburg police officers responded to a call of a coyote in the kitchen around 9 p.m. on March 19th, the department said Friday, and body cam video shared to Facebook shows how they dealt with the wild animal, which was cornered. And actually, it had gone behind the hutch in the kitchen dining room area and just wouldn't come out, you know, so. Homeowner Sandy Ferguson told WBTW the coyote must come in through the doggy door, going unnoticed until her little dog started barking. He looked around and spotted the coyote by the breakfast nook. When I first saw him, I thought, it's a coyote. Then I thought, no, it has to be a dog. But he didn't move, he didn't bark, didn't growl, or whimper, she said. Ferguson dialed 911 while the coyote kept to the corner motionless, she told the outlet. He didn't move. I think he was so afraid he just stayed there like a statue for an hour and 10 minutes. Officers talked with Ferguson in the living room and cautiously moved into the kitchen to see the coyote for themselves, body cam video shows. One of them opens a back door accessible through the kitchen, hoping the canine will bolt for the escape route. But it doesn't Budge. Tell you what, I've got an idea, the other officer says. He asked Ferguson if they could borrow some dog toys to help flush the coyote out. They return to the kitchen and start tossing toys at the corner, and it works. The coyote is drawn out and slips out the back door. An officer checks the door and the coyote can be seen in the distance outside, slinking off into the night. In Ferguson's case, the animal never acted aggressively, she told police. While coyote encounters are relatively rare and attacks even more rare, they do happen. Coyotes that seem aggressive or comfortable being near people should be reported immediately to local wildlife authorities, experts say. This next video, now I love watching the squirrels around here, and my husband and I do feed them, you know, early spring, late fall, and so much so that there's two of them that constantly, and yeah, I know the markings on these two. When I'm washing dishes, they will jump up into the windowsill there, and they would just give me the stare, you know, like, okay, the bowl's empty. Are you going to feed us? And I even had one that almost, it's like it was knocking on the window. You know, it would hit the window screen like, hey, hey, I'm here. It's time to feed me. So, squirrels just crack me up. Squirrel steals package from porch in Chicago. A Chicago family sitting on their front porch witnessed an unusual package thief when a squirrel grabbed the parcel and took it to the roof of the building. Naomi Gutierrez said she was on her front porch with her family in Avondale when they spotted a squirrel approaching an Amazon package that had just been dropped off to a building across the street. Gutierrez's mother recorded video as the squirrel grabbed the package and carried it to the roof of the building. We laughed and couldn't believe it, Gutierrez told Block Club Chicago. She said the squirrel is suspected to be the same animal that stole her tortillas from her porch earlier in March. I just want to know how many packages are on the roof or between the crack, Gutierrez said. Can you imagine? People calling Amazon, my package hasn't arrived. It's been delivered. There's nothing on my porch. Oh, somebody should send the maintenance people up to see what's on the roof. There might be a whole lot of stash up there. Squirrels. This next one is very unusual. Surveillance video shows 4 cougars outside a Utah home. A Utah man captured home surveillance footage of 4 cougars near his basement door. Rich Penman of Mill Creek uploaded the video from his Ring camera to the KUTV website, the station reported Saturday. The video clearly shows the large cats wandering past the door. One appears to peek through a window. 4 cougars were spotted on a Ring camera in Mill Creek this weekend. Cougar sightings have become more common in the area, but the animals really are reclusive and solitary. It's rare to see more than one at a time. The dark rings noticeable on the cougar's tails suggest they may be juveniles. Home surveillance cameras have captured other encounters with wild animals. Last year, a resident of Chicago suburb captured a video of a large cat in her fenced-in backyard. A local expert said the animal could be a cougar, though the image wasn't clear. In October, Kyle Burgess captured video of a frightening encounter with a cougar on a Utah trail. A mother cat aggressively followed him for 6 minutes after he encountered the cat and 4 cubs while out for a run. And I did focus that one, as well as the interview he had with his friend about it. So, you know, you got to be careful around wild animals. You know, we think they're cute and pretty, but they're wild animals. So the best thing is to call the wildlife experts and let them handle those kind of things. All right, that's it for today. I will see you again in a couple of days. I am going to tell you about my e-movie. No, not my e-movie. My F-movie. I chose to watch Fallen, and I will tell you about that a little later on this week. So everybody have a blessed week. I will see you again next week, as well as a few other videos later on. So everybody have a great week, and remember to choose kindness.